Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy Monday. And it is actually currently not hump day for me. I am not off from work today, and I'm staying home with a couple of my kids. A couple of them still have school. Uh, but it is currently 39 degrees, high of 41, 99% chance of rain throughout the course of the day. And sunrise is at 7:03 and sunset is at 6:04. So a little cool, a little wet um, on this Columbus Day. And we've been in the study of 2 John, and we're going to pick up in 2 John and verse 6. 2 John and verse 6. Um, in So what's going on here is we've been looking at it through the lens of that he is speaking to a particular church and her congregation. Okay, this elect lady. Now we I have made references throughout the devotional. If this is speaking to a lady in particular, then right, how it applies, how the precept discussed applies in that situation. But we're as a whole, we are looking at it as this elect lady is being addressed by the elder, right? A pastor by the elder, and encouraged, right? Whom I love in truth, and not only I, but also all who know the truth, right? And that's verse 1. And so then, he says, I rejoice greatly. This is verse 4, to find some of your children walking in the truth. And then he goes on to define what love is in verse 6. And this is love, that we walk according to his commandments. This is love, that we walk according to his commandments. Okay? And we looked at John chapter 13, and saw that this was a commandment that he gave in John chapter 13 and verse 34. Jesus said, a new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another as I loved you, that ye also love one another. Okay? This is the commandment. All right? Now, in John 14, listen to what he says in John 14. John 14, picking up in verse 21. And he says, this is Jesus, he now is Jesus. He that hath my commandments and keepeth them, he it is that loveth me. And he that loveth me shall be loved by my Father, and I will love him, and will manifest myself to him, and show myself to him. I will make myself alive to him. I will make myself known to him. So those who love him he makes himself known to him, and it says he will love you. Not only he will love you, but the Father, God the Father, will love you. Okay? And then it says in verse 22, Judas saith unto him. Now Judas, who is this Judas? He says, not Iscariot. Judas saith unto him, not Iscariot. Okay, so I think this is Jude, his half brother, who wrote the Epistle of Jude, the letter, general Epistle of Jude, which comes next after 3 John. And that's who I think he's referring to, but it doesn't say specifically. And Judas saith unto him, not Iscariot, Lord, how is it that thou wilt manifest thyself unto us, and not unto the world? So how is he going to manifest himself unto the believer only, and not unto the world? Okay? And then Jesus answered him. Look at verse 23 now. This is the Gospel of John, chapter 14, verse 23. Jesus answered and said unto him, if a man love me, he will keep my words. Ooh, if a man love me, he will keep my words. Well, what's his words? Okay? It's to love. To love. To love him and walk according to his commandments. To love him and walk according to his commandments. And that new commandment that he gave unto him, unto you, unto them, that ye love one another as I loved you, that ye also love one another. Okay, that's the commandment. And if a man love me, he will keep my words, and my Father will love him, and we will come unto him and make our abode with him. We will come unto him and make our abode with him, our dwelling place, where we abide, okay, where we stay. That is our abode. That's where we live. We will live with him. Now look at verse 24. He that loveth me not keepeth my sayings. He that loveth me not keepeth not my sayings. And the word which ye hear is not mine, but the Father's which sent me. See, Jesus and the Father are in one accord, okay? They're in one accord. And this word that Jesus has said, it's not just his, it's the Father's who sent him. Okay, it's the Father's who sent him. And so he that loveth me not keepeth not my sayings. So how do we know somebody has the Lord? Well, they keep his commandments. Okay, they keep his commandments, and that is love. All right, that is love. Somebody that keeps the Lord's commandments, keeps his words, is walking in love. Walking in love, and the love is in him because the Lord and the Father abode in him. That is, he is their abode. They abide in him. They make themselves known to him. And so how do we know him and not the world? Because he lives in us, because we love him and we keep and walk according to his commandments. And now this is the commandment, just as you've heard from the beginning, back to 2 John verse 6, just as you've heard from the beginning, so that you should walk in it. Right? This is the commandment. You've heard it from the beginning, and that's why you should walk in it, because you know this is the commandment. Now look at verse 7. For many deceivers have gone out into the world, okay? Many deceivers have gone out into the world. Those who do not confess the coming of Jesus Christ in the flesh, such a one is the deceiver and the antichrist. Such a one is the deceiver and the antichrist. Well, how do they deceive, right? How can they fool the church? How is it that they fool the church? Piety, however you want to say it. See, they act as though they're sanctified, but they don't have love, right? They act as though they're sanctified, but they don't have love. See, this, piety or this knowledge absent love, it puffs up, right? That's what it says in 1 Corinthians. Knowledge absent love puffs up. So, they might have the knowledge, they could have the book knowledge, but where's the love at? Okay, where's the love? How are they walking according to his commandments? See, there's bits of less than full faith, right? Faithlessness. There's bits of faithlessness that protrude out of the heart through, and we recognize it through the mouth. So even though they say all the right things, right? Even though they say all the right things, they're deceiving because the piety, it's without love. It's a facade. It's this show, like the Pharisees, right? They say all the right things, but where's the love at? Okay, where's the love? And Matthew 7, verse 15 spoke on this. So he warns us. He's warning about deceivers. Okay, he's warning about deceivers. For many deceivers have gone out into the world. Okay, look at Matthew chapter 7 and verse 15. I'm going to just read this and we're going to call it good. And we'll pick up again tomorrow. Matthew 7, verse 15. Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. Ye shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles? Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Every tree which bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire. Wherefore, by their fruits ye shall know them. By their fruits ye shall know them. What kind of fruit is coming from their piety, their piety? Does love come from the piety?